So in recent times, I have come down with a serious problems of paranoia. I have trouble sleeping due to I feel like people are watching me and I rarely get dressed in front of a mirror, as I'm always afraid someone is going to be watching me from the other side. I decided to try to calm my paranoia. I would visit my doctor, who just gave me some pointless sleeping pills and false reassurance that everything will be okay. I decided to try to make myself feel better by searching up similar problems online, and I came across a whole boatload of people who feel the same way. Many of them stated how they are scared of looking in their mirrors in the dark in case we'll see someone's reflection. I was very surprised I wasn't the only one and decided to try to chat with someone who suffered from the same experiences as me. So I emailed a few people who I finally met one individual, almost with their names, for privacy reasons, and we decided to meet up in the chat room to talk about it. I am guest 1. Guest 1. Hello, smiley face. Guest 2. I've just emailed you. Guest 1. Oh, what did you send me? Guest 2. I can't say it, just open it and leave this chat. Guest 1. I thought you agreed that we were going to chat for about an hour. Guest 2. Just read it and leave, or I'll leave now. Guest 1. Okay, I'll read it, but stay here, you're freaking me out. Guest 1. Guest 2 has left this chat. 8:03 a.m. 03/02/2012. At this point, I was worried that he had sent me some sort of virus, but I decided to go ahead and read it. Regardless, I set my virus blocker up and opened it up. On the inside, it was a document labeled oneway.docx. I opened it up and inside was a long line of text which ended up being one website link. Now I was becoming cautious. Was he just trying to troll me? Perhaps it led to more discussions about the paranoia. I didn't know, but curiosity was getting the best of me. So, after scanning my computer for viruses and then putting on a red alert, I clicked on the link. It sent me to what looked like an outdated blog page from some kind, and the title of the blog was One Way Experiment 01. The next couple of paragraphs were going to be exact text from the blog itself, along with the dates. One Way Experiment 01. 1/1/2001. 12 o'clock a.m. Subject 17. Hello, this is Subject 17 reporting for the first test of the one-way experiment mirror. The individual's information is placed below. We are going to be studying the individual until 2/2/2001. Name Ryan Lee Maxwell. Age 23. House occupant 01. The individual will be studied for both emotional and physical studies in the human interactions with one's personal reflection on how the individual reacts to certain tests. That will be inflicted in a random pattern through the next month. We will be studying the individual through a 5 mirror he has set up in his apartment, and he will have a series of team members taking notes from the mirror as they will watch through one-way glass. The individual will have no idea the team behind the mirror is watching due to the one-way glass has been reassured to be completely one-way, and it will stay that way until the end of the test. If the individual is able to see or figures out that the glass is one-way, we will take precautions to remove the subject from his home and from the tests. I look forward to the test, and I am assured the rest of you are too. I wish you good luck to the one-way team. and the first test will begin first thing tomorrow at 6 a.m. So be there sharp. Extract finished, subject 17. You can imagine at this point that I was completely terrified. I didn't know what to say or what to do, but I can only read on. These next extractions are going to be the test results and progress of the so-called Ryan throughout the moderation of the test. Ryan Maxwell, 2/1/2001, 7:54 a.m. Current moods: tired, hungry, thoughtful, stressed, anxious. Current body state: nourished, parched. Current out-of-spoken thoughts: exams, tests, university, jobs. 2/1/2001, 4:30 p.m. Current moods: worried, fear, relief, tired. Current body state: fatigue, hungry, thirsty. Current out-of-spoken thoughts: exam results, romance and relationships, sex. 2/1/2001, 11:09 p.m. Test aborted. Subject suspicious of mirrors. Abort Ryan Maxwell. Now, I'm no expert, but at this point, I was beginning to become extremely skeptical of the violation of this blog and document. Why would the individual email me this? Perhaps for some sick joke to increase my paranoia. Or perhaps he wanted to reveal something to me that would make me see the truth behind the paranoia. I wasn't sure. The only thing that crossed my mind now were the mirrors. I have 3 separate mirrors in this small flat, and I began to grow increasingly scared at this point. Stupidly enough, I got out of my chair and walked over to the full-length mirror I had in my bedroom, and after a long time of breathing to calm myself down, I pressed my head against the mirror and concentrated hard as I could. But to both my relief and my avail, I saw no little men studying or taking notes of me. I just saw my silly squashed up face against the mirror. I backed away, let out a deep sigh of relief as I began to walk away, but just as I was going to leave my room, I heard a strange distant sound. It sounded like a car alarm going off outside my house. So I walked over to the window and peeked outside, only to see that there was no parked cars. As I continued to listen to the sounds, I began to make out faint words. A boat. Individual, a boat. I continued to follow the sounds where it almost made me collapse. It led straight to my mirror. I stared at my mirror for a good 5 minutes, listening to the faint alarm as I felt my body shake and my eyes tear up from fear. I felt paralyzed. I tried my best to look away from the mirror, but I felt like I was forced to keep staring at it, as if I was forced to keep still. In my moments of stillness, I remembered how many days I'd walked past my mirror and stopped to give myself a quick once-over. But I wasn't looking at me. I remembered how at night I turned the mirrors away from me so I wouldn't be able to see my reflection when I sat up in bed. I remembered how I'd give all these awful nightmares of seeing a figure climbing out of the window coming towards my bed with a cloth in its hand as I would fade out only to wake up. It was only then did the whole thing end. The whole ordeal come to an end. The mirror broke from the inside.